Hi everyone. In today's video, we will be delving into the reality of Jake Paul being defeated by Floyd Mayweather after attempting to withdraw from the Tyson fight. Come along as we reveal the hidden truths. Gigi Prochazka was initially shocked by the presence of Alex Pereira in their two championship encounters, believing that he was using some kind of black magic. However, he was not wrong about the presence of the mystique of Pereira, which is something very few fighters have ever had. The mystique of Pereira is a collective of traits that have created an allure and fascination that surrounds every aspect of his career. The best place to start is the simplest place, which is that he is a big, scary human being with a physical presence that is almost unsettling when he's in fight mode. He has shown that he can be quite a chill and fun-loving character, in fact. And part of his appeal to fans is that he seems like he would be a pretty cool dude to hang out with. Prochazka has taken over the sport, and despite his terrifying nature, Pereira is a beloved fan favorite now. To define what makes up the mystique of Pereira, there is not one single answer, but a collective of traits that together have created an allure and fascination that surrounds every aspect of his career. The best place to start is the simplest place, which is that he is a big, scary human being. He has a physical presence that is almost unsettling when he's in fight mode. He has shown that he can be quite a chill and fun-loving character, in fact. One of the appeals to fans is that he seems like he would be a pretty cool dude to hang out with. Prochazka has taken over the sport. Despite his terrifying nature, Pereira is a beloved fan favorite now. It is impressive that he has been able to garner that kind of image, because without any context, if you saw Alex Pereira walking stone-faced towards you in a dark alley, you're turning around immediately and unlocking your phone just in case you need to call for help. Although many fighters like Jose Aldo and Anderson Silva have had to deal with the language barrier, Pereira has managed to bolster his popularity by mastering the art of nonverbal communication. His lack of chattiness reinforces his stoic nature, making it easier for the audience to connect with him. Pereira's quiet nature reinforces those blank expressions we often see from him. He knows he's not putting on a show for when he's in the octagon only, and his stare-downs with Gigi are a great example of what makes his presence so unique in the sport. Fighting is such a personal sport, and fighting is such a personal sport that there is a guarantee of physical violence being inflicted on you by your opponent. This heightens the stakes and makes it difficult for fighters to keep their emotions in check. Alex's story is uniquely suited to adding to his mystique, as his directly indigenous background serves as a tribute to his culture. When he wears his red paint and traditional Peshawar garb, it is intimidating and invokes his tribe's long-standing respect for their culture. The remarkable journey of this individual is deeply intertwined with the rich history of his tribe, which has long endured and resisted the encroachments of invaders on their ancestral lands in Brazil. Coupled with his personal triumph over extreme poverty and a battle with alcoholism that began in his teenage years, his story is nothing short of inspiring. Working full-time in a tire shop, he managed to rise above his circumstances, ultimately becoming a world champion kickboxer and a prominent figure in the UFC. His resilience is a testament to his character, and it's hard to fathom how he remains unshaken by life's challenges, especially considering the immense hardships he has faced before reaching the age of 40. Unlike those who may have lived sheltered lives, his stoic demeanor carries a weight that reflects the struggles he has overcome, making his achievements even more impressive. Rampage Jackson's intense rivalries in kickboxing, particularly with Israel Adesanya, have contributed to his enigmatic presence in the sport. His past victories, including a brutal knockout of Chuck Liddell, established him as a menacing figure. When he joined the UFC 14 years later, he brought an aura of intimidation, echoing Rampage's legacy. Although his motivations for entering MMA were not revenge-driven, the compelling narrative surrounding his past makes it impossible to ignore the parallels, adding to the intrigue of his journey in the sport. Alex Pereira made his debut in late 2021 after knocking out Israel Adesanya twice, one of which was so decisive that Adesanya required oxygen afterward. At the time of his debut, Adesanya was at the pinnacle of his career, celebrated as the face of the UFC and featured on the cover of a video game. This added an intriguing layer to Pereira's entry into the UFC, making his subsequent victory over Sean Strickland in just his third fight a highly anticipated event, given the history between him and Adesanya. Despite facing a setback in their second title fight, where Pereira was finished more decisively than in their previous encounters, his reputation remained largely intact and he quickly regained momentum. This resilience can be attributed to his remarkable activity level as a fighter. He didn't allow the loss to linger in the public's mind. In just 2 years, Pereira achieved the unprecedented feat of capturing 2 different divisional titles in only 7 UFC bouts, a record that speaks volumes about his skill and determination. This year alone, he stepped up to save the main event of UFC 300 against Jamal Hill, securing a dominant victory. And just 2 months later, he delivered an impressive performance in a rematch with Jizzy, all while nursing broken toes that had initially threatened the event. His willingness to fight frequently and take on challenges head-on has only endeared him further to fans, solidifying his status as a beloved figure in the sport. The highly anticipated return of Conor McGregor has faced delays due to a broken toe, but his current fighting schedule has him competing 4 times a year. Since late 2022, he has primarily participated in major headlining title fights, with the exception of a bout against former champion Bovic. McGregor has firmly established himself in the main event spotlight, dominating some of the biggest cards of the year. His achievements in 2024 have significantly enhanced his mystique, and if he secures a chance to fight for the heavyweight title this year and emerges victorious, he could solidify his status as one of the most legendary fighters in the history of the sport. In just 3 years with the UFC, he is on a trajectory that seems Hall of Fame worthy, a feat that appears almost unimaginable. However, it's important to note that the frequency of McGregor's fights is not the sole factor contributing to his mystique. Many fighters are eager to step into the cage at every opportunity. What truly sets McGregor apart is his performance when he enters the arena. His iconic entrance is a significant aspect of his persona, especially in an era where the UFC has standardized walkouts, leaving little room for individuality. McGregor's entrance is not only instantly recognizable, but also carries a deeper significance, reflecting his unique connection to his heritage. This adds layers of meaning beyond mere spectacle, making his walkout special. Furthermore, for a fighter known for his stoic demeanor, the intensity of his battle cry, especially when he releases the arrow, is both unexpected and intimidating, even as opponents attempt to mock it. Alex is a unique force that unites all aspects of his persona. His sheer power is terrifying, and his knockouts leave spectators in awe. His fights are filled with anticipation, with fans feeling that any clean hit could be the moment of reckoning. This creates an electric atmosphere, where every bout is charged with the possibility that a single strike could end the contest. Alex's mystique is among the most powerful in the sport, comparable to legends like Anderson Silva and Fedor Emelianenko. Whether Alex has reached his peak or if even greater achievements lie ahead, his impact on the sport and his lasting legacy is undeniably significant. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment in the comment section below.